What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And just like when we hit 10K, once we hit 25K, I'm gonna give away 2 more Supreme items. Not too sure what they are, but once we get to that point, we'll figure it out. As you can see, I'm not filming this from my bedroom in Austin, Texas. I'm actually here in San Antonio, Texas because I want to do my work from home here, especially since my family is down here. And really, I wanted to be down here just so I could film that intro segment at the Japanese Tea Gardens. Yes, that Japanese Tea Gardens is here in San Antonio, Texas. Who would have thought? Now, this shoe review has been a long time coming. I know I've posted these shoes up on Instagram and a lot of people have been asking for the review. As you can see by the title or just looking at this right here, we got a bottle of Jameson whiskey right here. So we are going to be reviewing those Nike Air Max 1 in the Jameson colorway. And yes, this isn't an official sanctioned collaboration between Jameson Whiskey USA and Dank & Co., which is actually based here in San Antonio, Texas. Now, this Nike Air Max 1, this is one of 2 pairs. The first one went to Crispy Kicks, who's based out of Austin, Texas, and he does some dope footwear photography, so definitely give him a follow. Delving into the shoe, if you're not familiar with Dank & Co., it is a company headquartered here in San Antonio, Texas, and was created by Jake Dinkles. And they specialize in bespoke customs, a lot of one-off type situations. Over the years, Jake and his team have done a lot of dope customs. Just check out his Instagram profile and you'll see a whole barrage of shoes. He's done everything from the Sean Wotherspoon dunks, the Bad Bunny dunks, the 420 Off-White Jordan 1s, and one of my favorites, the University of Texas Air Max 1s, in which Seth Fowler actually reviewed in this video linked above. They actually held a release at Kicking It ATX up in Austin, Texas, in which they had like food, drink, a lot of the mock-up for the shoe designs, and a lot of the shoes actually there in store. For this collaboration, Dank & Co., they came out with the Jordan 1s in the Stout colorway, the Jordan 1s in the IPA colorway, the Air Maxes in the Black Barrel colorway, and of course, the classic Jameson whiskey in the Air Max 1 colorway. It was a cool vibe. They raffled off all the mock-up designs. They were framed and they obtained a certificate from Jameson as well as Dank & Company. And I actually was lucky enough to hit on this particular shoe. I actually had the choice between all 4 shoes, but I chose this one because this is a clean design. Now, I don't remember if I asked Jake personally or if I asked someone else what his starting price is for like a bespoke custom shoe, like not necessarily Jameson, but just a shoe in general if I inquired for a shoe. And someone had told me that it was like $600 starting, and I didn't really understand that price point until I watched a lot more videos explaining what the process is of going in to create this shoe. Because like you, I thought $600 sounded crazy because you can just go to the store, pick up a shoe, and just start painting it. But that's definitely not the case as I further researched, watching videos from the shoe surgeon, watching videos from Dank & Company, realizing that these people are actually creating a shoe from the ground up. Maybe not the midsole, but the uppers at least. They're getting different textiles, making sure textiles are compatible with other textiles, making sure that the colors are right and on point. And then after all that, they're cutting up these designs, adhering to the original blueprint of this particular shoe. Then they have to sew that all together to make this one cohesive design. And that just blew my mind. It's definitely not as simple as just taking an airbrush or painting a shoe. And I didn't even ask them how long it takes to create a shoe, because I know for me, it takes me like a couple hours to paint a Jordan. Like if these guys are building a shoe from the ground up, this is definitely taking at least 3 days, probably up to 2 weeks to make a pair of shoes. That's crazy. Upon receiving these shoes and opening the box, this is what I got. I got your standard Nike orange box with the white Nike font going on. On the front of the box, you have that Dank & Co. parchment label right here, in which it describes the model name, it describes the size that I got, which is an 8.5. It describes the colors, the red, the gold, the green, and then on the bottom, the edition, it says 1 of 2. This is actually pair number 2. Again, Crispy Kicks has pair number 1. Now, what's probably the coolest thing about this release is not necessarily the shoes itself, but This certificate of authenticity pretty much says that this certificate is issued and signed by the artist to authenticate its originality. Let it be known that this quality item was made or altered by the hand of Jake Dankles. On the bottom left, it features a wax seal with the Dank & Co logo, his signature, October 10th, 2019. This is pretty freaking dope. And of course, in lifting the lid, we get the shoes inside. This Nike Air Max, it complements that Jameson whiskey bottle perfectly. We have the red, the gold, the dark green, the green. It just looks good and is definitely a match made in heaven. Taking a look at the upper of the shoe, it is comprised of several different materials. Both the lateral and the medial sides of the shoe are identical. The quarter panel right here is done up in a white smooth leather, which feels pretty good to the touch. Laid across that is going to be this double layer swoosh, where the bottom layer is going to be done up in a gold leather, and then the top layer a dark green leather. The heel cup of the shoe is made of leather and it is painted in that red coinciding with this red top on the Jameson bottle. And then we have that Nike Air that is embroidered in threading, which that threading is actually painted up in gold. Hugging the base or the midsole of the shoe, we have this green suede going all the way around, donning a Nike swoosh that is painted on the lateral side of the shoe. Now, all the panels that weren't done in a leather material, like at the collar area or the vamp of the shoe, this was done up with a white meshing material for breathability, and it just falls in line with your typical Nike Air Max 1 shoe. It's an athletic shoe. Now, this Nike Air Max 1 Jameson by Dank & Co, their default set of laces are of a white color, a flat shape, and a cotton build. It's cool, it's standard, but definitely I'm going to go to like Lace Lab or Rope Lace Supply and get a leather lace. Now, whether that's going to be a red or a forest green, I'll probably get both of them and just try it on the shoe, but this is going to make the shoe pop off a lot more. Behind those sets of laces is your padded tongue, white meshing front, cotton back. What's cool about this is at the top of the tongue is a white leather label with the Jameson branding done up in gold ink. It has that Jameson arch right there. Looks pretty dope. The rear side of the tongue features the Dank & Co label right here. It's like done up in a rubber material, the black backing with Dank & Co done up in white font. This Nike Air Max 1, the midsole is pretty much of your standard variant where it's made of an EVA foam. You have your Nike Air bubble towards the heel of the shoe for that impact resistance and cushioning. As you move to the outsole of the shoe, this particular model features a gray waffle grid as well as some white blocking going on. Of course, being made of a blown rubber to enable flexibility and durability. Overall, I really do like this collaborative effort from Jameson Whiskey and Dank & Company. The materials used on the shoe are of quality. Love this green suede going on, this red leather, the double layering of this Nike swoosh right here where you have the gold and the green. And this all complements that Jameson Whiskey bottle well. It looks very good and any Jameson Whiskey drinker would be proud to have this shoe. Other than the shoe, I really like this parchment label right here on the box where it states Dank & Co, stating that it's one of 2 pairs. Again, this is actually the second pair in this series. I like when you open the box, you're getting this certificate of authenticity. It just pulls the shoe design together. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about this collaborative effort from Jameson Whiskey USA and Dank & Co? Again, based here in San Antonio, Texas. Is it a good pickup? A bad pickup? How much are you willing to pay for a pair of bespoke custom shoes? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Gris.Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And guys, once we hit that 25K mark, I'm going to give away 2 more Supreme items. Not too sure what they are, but when we get there, you'll know. Alright guys, I'm Gris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! Sige na!